Assalamu alaikum, my name is Taf Murad. My group and I will be presenting about aflatoxins. So these are the points we'll be going through: introduction, production of aflatoxin, and then types of aflatoxin, effects of aflatoxin, prevention of aflatoxin effect, and finally conclusion. Let's start by asking, what are aflatoxin? Aflatoxin are mycotoxin produced from a fungus called Aspergillus. When cultured on malt extract agar, it produces a bright yellow-green conidal color that can be easily identified morphologically. We have two strains of Aspergillus, Aspergillus flavus and Aspergillus parasiticus. They live in soil, hay, decaying plants, grains, and produce aflatoxin as a byproduct. Exposure to aflatoxin in animals, plants, or humans can cause toxicity. Aflatoxin originates from the name Aspergillus flavus, where A comes from Aspergillus and Fla comes from flavus. This was identified as the cause of illness known as Turkey X disease in Turkey. It was given that name around 1960. Thank you for listening, and now I'll leave you with my colleague.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shahd Nafisi, and today I'm going to talk about the production of aflatoxins. As my colleague had explained that aflatoxins are produced by Aspergillus flavus, I will be explaining the factors that activate the biosynthetic pathway. This pathway or process involves at least 27 different enzymatic reactions to finally produce aflatoxins. The production of this toxin can depend on environmental triggers that the fungi goes through, like light, pH, source of nutrients, and oxidative stress. All of these factors can activate different signaling pathways that change the fungus expression of toxin-producing genes. Other factors, as we see in the diagram here on the right, include reproductive processes and cell signaling that finally start the production of this mycotoxin. And on the bottom here is the chemical structure of aflatoxin B1, which is a type of aflatoxin produced by Aspergillus flavus as a result of the enzymatic reactions. Thank you so much, and now I will leave you with my colleague.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Sam Fatahi. Today I'll talk about the types of aflatoxins. Okay, first of all, there are mainly 6 different types of aflatoxin. The first type are aflatoxin B, which is divided to both aflatoxin B1, AFB1, and aflatoxin B2, AFB2, which both are produced by Aspergillus flavus and Aspergillus parasiticus, which is most abundant in the warm and humid regions of the world. Also, another thing known about aflatoxin B1, AFB1, is the most potent of this compound and has been well characterized to lead to the development of hepatocellular carcinoma, HCC, in both animals and humans. Second type of aflatoxins are aflatoxin G, which is produced to both aflatoxin G1, AFJ1, and aflatoxin J2, AFJ2. Both are produced by some group 2 of both Aspergillus flavus and Aspergillus parasiticus. Third and last type are aflatoxin M, which is also divided by aflatoxin M1, AFM1, and aflatoxin M2, AFM2. Now about the aflatoxin M1, AFM1, it's produced by the metabolates of aflatoxin B1 in both humans and animals that comes from the mother's milk. About the aflatoxin M2, AFM2, it's also produced by the metabolates of aflatoxin B2, in which it's in the milk of the cattle that has been fed on contaminated food. Thank you for listening. I'll leave you with my colleague.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Jumana Sharif. I will talk about effects of aflatoxin. What will happen if we ate uncontaminated food with aflatoxins? In human, loss of appetite, organ damage, for example, heart, kidneys, brain, infertility in men, chronic intoxication may lead to weight gain or weight loss. In animals, acute liver damage, for example, liver cancer or failure of liver, reduce the quality of their products such as eggs and milk. In general, any kind of a product that we will take it from that animal, it will be contaminated with aflatoxins. In a plant, reduce the quality of their products such as peanut and peanut butter, tree nuts such as bacons, oil seeds such as cotton seeds. Thank you for listening, and I will leave you now with my colleague Rinad.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أنا ريناد بديس السياري. بنتكلم اليوم على prevention of aflatoxin effects. Number 1, reduce aflatoxin exposure by buying only major commercial brands of nuts and nuts butter and by discarding nuts that look moldy. Number 2, keep moisturized and stored grain below 12 to 30% to stop the development of aflatoxin. 3, make sure that food are stored properly and kept free of insects and dry and not too warm. In conclusion, the high toxicity and of the aflatoxin communicated compound and their ability to cause various pathological conditions has led to widespread screening of foods and feed professionally communicated with them. And thank you all for listening.